the stuff on my face. Hang on. Hello, passengers. Hello, Celeron especially. Thank you for the hello redeem. Have you ever just been so fucking tired? I am so fucking tired, lately, and I'm just, I don't even know. I've been having such a rough go of it, I feel. I just want to crawl into bed and sleep forever. You know what I'm saying? I just want to sleep forever. But we're not going to do that. Today, we are going to hang out for a little bit. Probably listen to some chip tunes, which I have already forgotten to put on. That's what caffeine abuse is for. But I have to work tomorrow, too. It's fucking stupid. There's nothing going on at work right now. Like, we left 2 hours early today because there was nothing to do. It was insane. Let's see. I need to find like a 2-hour chip tune mix, right? Also, I wonder, let's see, hang on. Checking one thing. So, things got so bad. In fact, I should probably switch to the game screen on TikTok. Things got so bad on my vertical side that I have now put up in big, bold text, Jesus Christ, TikTok, I am 31 years old. Because I am. I'm 31 fucking years old, and I keep getting removed from streaming because it thinks that I am a child. So I'm kind of pissed, and I don't know if it's because someone's just trolling me and reporting my stream and shit. Because, like, I'm an adult woman! I'm an adult woman! Like, what the fuck, man? Drives me nuts. But yeah, so, we'll see if this works. It probably won't, and I'm gonna have to appeal, like, 7 times during my stream tonight. So that's super fun. So if I ever go kind of quiet while I'm yapping, that's probably why. It probably is because, you know, people are calling into question my adulthood. So, thanks, assholes! Not you guys. You guys are fine. Okay, so maybe like a chip tunes. We're gonna watch... Oh, chip... Or maybe like future bass long mix copyright free. Boom. Let's use that. I'm gonna commission someone to make custom music for me though. Kawaii future bass. That might be just the ticket. Hang on. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is dope. Okay, yeah, I like this. Can you guys hear this music? Oh no, my desktop audio is off. There we go. Yeah, what do you guys think? Does this sound cool? Don't worry, Choo, I know I'm an asshole. Alright, I heard Metropolis. Yeah, we're gonna watch Metropolis. I don't think you're an asshole. Looks like it might be a little loud. Let's see. We're gonna do this and that. Okay. I'm dying. It's March. Why is it this hot here? Could it be me? Also, hello, Estrellas. It's so cold here. We had like 3 days that were 60-something degrees. And then it just totally... We just totally dropped back down. Like freezing rain, 35 degrees. Yay! I love springtime in the Midwest. It's awesome. Yahoo! Fucking blows. It's so annoying. I guess I could start the movie since I'm gonna be yapping over it anyway. But yeah, guys, this is Metropolis. It's a very famous film from Germany in the 20s and shit. Oh, come to think of it, will we be able to understand what's going on? I didn't check to see if this version has English subs. Okay, if not, we'll find another thing. Do I know any rap songs? I know a lot of rap songs. Do you have a request? Since then... Oh my god, wait! What is this lore? Soon after its premiere, Metropolis was severely shortened and altered. Since then, more than a quarter of the film was assumed to have been lost. In 2008, an almost complete version of the film was discovered in Buenos Aires. The material was heavily damaged and because it had been printed on 16mm film stock, does not have the full aperture silent picture ratio. Whatever that means. I hope you got a good restoration version to watch. You want to do a song? I know. Okay, what rappers do you like? Tell me this. Yeah, I don't know much of the history behind it, so you'll have to inform me, but I just grabbed what was available on YouTube. Princess Popstar, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. I guess I'm gonna read all this information as we go, but thank you for joining. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Choo-Chan. I am the world's first state-of-the-art and completely unqualified trained conductor robot, or conduct droid, if you will. Oh, thank you for the biddies! Thank you, Cow King! We're just about to, I like to do silent film watch-alongs, while I yap. And usually I put on just a little, music that is completely inappropriate to the original intended vibe of the film. So that's what we're doing here tonight. We got our kawaii future bass going. And we're about to dive in here, but someone did just request a karaoke break. So, okay, they want Eminem. They want Rap God is what they really want. I saw we were watching Absolute Cinema and History, so I knew I had to join in. Hell yeah. But first I'm gonna sing Rap God, apparently. So, let's see. Let's see then. Gotta pause this. But yes, we are gonna be watching Metropolis today. And, hopefully folks will give me the good lore in the chat. If I can do it, yeah, I can do it. I'll probably drop into my low gear Chew voice. I usually do when I do Rap God, because it is a lot. It's a lot to both do my Choo-Chan voice and do Rap God at the same time, so it's just easier for me to breathe. So, dropping into low gear in 3, 2, 1. For those of you that don't know, I don't use a voice changer. Oh, there we go, Kirk. Yeah, I'll just use it that way. For those of you that don't know, I do not use a voice changer. I'm a voice actress. So yeah, this is my real voice. This is what I actually sound like. Unfortunately, I do not actually sound like a cutesy anime girl in real life, much to my chagrin for several decades. Unfortunately, I sound like a mommy. So, it's so weird, that voice with the tiny model. I know. I'm like, I specifically designed this character to have, like, a cutesy little voice. Choose low gear does things to my lower gears. Amen, brother. Amen. Dang, those are some good voice skills. A+. Thank you. Yeah, so... Choo-Chan's kind of my way of getting myself a little character work in when I haven't been cast. No, Choo is not a kawaii desu person IRL. Typing that kill me inside. What's really crazy is, like, this big, boomy mommy voice fits into a 5' nothing body. I mean, I'm like 5'2", 5'3", somewhere around there, but I'm really short, but I have a voice, people always, like, when they try to guess my height, they're like, oh, I would have guessed you were 5'9", and I'm like, bitch, I wish. I fucking wish, but I'm not. So, sultry lower femme voice, yeah. Sometimes I don't know what my real voice sounds like even, because I just switch between a million different voices during my day. Your character is very Mega Man coded, and I adore that. Thank you! I have a feeling that my character designer took some of that to heart. I also requested, I'm like, I need it to be teal and pink, because those are my favorite colors, and I need you to take inspiration from XJ9 from My Life as a Teenage Robot. So yeah. Yeah. But anyway, without further ado, we can yap in a minute. Let's do Rap God so we can get into the cinema thereafter. I'm gonna turn it up because I want you guys to be able to hear.
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt
testing
your feelings.
Testing my mic. Thank you for the follow, Princess Popstar. I'm gonna turn it down over here.
It's just
Turn that up. There we go. Now we're cooking. Let go. I'm not gonna take any chances.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back nod. Now who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box? They said I rap like a robot, so call me Rapbot. For me to rap like a computer must be in my genes. I got a laptop in my back pocket. My pen'll go off when I half cock. I got a fat knot from that rap profit. Made a living and a killing off it. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office with Monica Lewinsky feeling on his nutsack. I'm an MC still as honest, but as rude and indecent as all hell. Syllables, killaholic. This libbity dibbity hippity pop. You don't want to really get into it because it matches with rapidy grab packing a mac in the back. Yak back crack grab yap yakety yak, and at the exact same time I attempt these lyrical acrobat stunts while practicing that to be able to break a motherfucking table over the back and pull up a rag and have it in half. Only realized it was ironic. I was signed to Aftermath after the fact. How could I not blow? All groups drop F-bombs. Feel the wrath of attack. Rap is a habit, a rough time period. Here's a maxi pad. It's actually disastrously bad. For the whack while I'm masterfully constructing this masterpiece, yeah. Cause I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back nod. Now who thinks their arms are long enough to slap box? Let me show you maintaining this shit ain't that hard. Everybody want the key, the secret to rap immortality like I have got. Will be true for the blueprints, simply rage and youthful exuberance. Everybody loves to root for a nuisance, hit the earth like an asteroid, did nothing but shoot for the moon since. MCs get taken to school with this music cause I use it as a vehicle to bust a rhyme. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Lakim, Shabazz, Tupac, and WAQ. Hey Doc, Yella, easy, thank you. They got slim, inspired enough to one day grow up, blow up, and be in a position to meet Run DMC, induct them into the motherfucking Rockin' Roll Hall of Fame. Even though I walk in a church and I burst in a ball of flames, only Hall of Fame I'll be inducted in is the Alcohol of Fame on the wall of shame. You bags think it's all a game till I walk a flock of flames off a plankin'. Tell me what in the fuck are you thinking? Little gay looking boy, so gay I can barely say it with a straight face looking boy. You witnessing a massacre like you're watching a church gathering take place looking boy. Oi, bae, that boy's gay, that's all they say looking boy. You get a thumbs up, pat on the back, and a way to go from your label every day looking boy. Hey looking boy, what you say looking boy? I get a hell yeah from Dre looking boy. I'ma work for everything I have, never asked nobody to shit on my face looking boy. Basically boy, you're never gonna be capable of keeping up at the same pace looking boy, cause I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back nod. The way I'm racing round the track, call me NASCAR. Taylor and Hart of the trailer park, the white trash god. Kneel before General Zod, this planet's Krypton, no Asgard. So you be Thor and I'll be Odin, you rodent, I'm omnipotent. Let off then I'm reloading immediately with these bombs I'm toting. And I should not be woken. I'm the walking dead, but I'm just a talking head, a zombie floating. But I got your mom deep throating. I'm out my ramen noodle, we have nothing in common, poodle. I'm a Doberman, pinch yourself in the arm and pay homage, poople. My honesty's brutal, but it's honestly futile if I don't utilize what I do, though, for good at least once in a while. So I want to make sure somewhere this shit can scratch out, scribble, and doodle enough rhymes to maybe try to help get some people through tough times. But I gotta keep a few punchlines just in case, because even you unsigned rappers are hungry, looking at me like it's lunchtime. I know there was a time where once I was king of the underground, but I still rap like I'm on my Pharaoh munch grind. So I crunch rhymes, but some binds when you combine up here with the skin color of mine, you get too big, and here they comes trying to sense you like that one line I said on back to the Mathers LP1 when I tried to say I take 7 kids from Columbine, put them all in a line, and an AK-47, a revolver, and a 9. See if I get away with it now that I ain't as big as I was, but I'm morphing into an immortal coming through the portal. You're stuck in a time warp from 2004 though, and I don't know what the fuck that you write for. You're pointless as Rapunzel with fucking cornrows, so you write normal, fuck being normal. And I just bought a new ray gun from the future just to come and shoot you like when Fabulous made Ray J mad, cause Fab said he looked like a faggot Mayweather's cat singing to a man while he played piano. Man, oh man, that was a 24/7 special on the cable channel. So Ray J went straight to the radio station the very next day. Hey Fab, I'ma kill you. Lyrics coming at you at supersonic speed. I summon lama do below you, assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, I'm a so that anything you say is ricocheting off of me and it'll glue to you. I'm devastating more than ever, demonstrating how to give a motherfucking audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting for the day that they can say that they'll be celebrating, cause I know the way to get them motivated. I make elevating music. You make elevator music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what they do when they get jealous I confuse it. It's not hip hop, it's pop, cause I found a hella way to fuse it with rock, shock rap with doc. Don't lose yourself, I make them lose it. I don't know how to make up songs like that. I don't know what words to use. Let me know when it occurs to you while I'm ripping any one of these verses. The verses you, it's curtains. I'm inadvertently hurting you. How many verses I gotta murder to prove that if you were half as nice, your songs you could sacrifice virgins to? School flunky, pill junkie, but look at the accolades, the skills sprung me. Full of myself, but still hungry. I bully myself cause I make me do what I put my mind to, and I'm a million leagues above you. Ill when I speak in tongues, but it's still tongue-in-cheek. Fuck you, I'm drunk, so Satan take the fucking wheel. I'm asleep in the front seat, bumping Heavy D and the boys. Still chunky but funky, but in my head I feel there's something tugging and struggling. Angels fight with devils, and here's what they want from me. They're asking me to eliminate some of the women hate, but if you take into consideration the bit of hatred I have, then you may be a little patient and more sympathetic to the situation and understand the discrimination. But fuck it, life's handed you lemons, make lemonade then. But if I can't battle the women, how the fuck am I supposed to bake them a cake then? Don't mistake it for Satan, it's a fatal mistake if you think I need to be overseas and take a vacation to trip abroad and make her fall on her face. And don't be that guy, be a king? Think not, why be a king when you could be a god?
I'm comfortable with using the F slur, but not the R slur. That's a no-no. Anyway, yeah, that's Rap God. Yeah, she ran through that pretty well. She ran through. Yeah, just on this, just on that part where I was like, oh, poo-poo? But that was a better run that I've had in a while. Train God for real. Thank you. Okay, let's see. So, utilizing the footage from Argentina, a virtually complete Metropolis has been reconstructed and its proper editing restored. The text of the intertitles was taken from German censorship records and has been translated into English. Yes! Yes! Okay. Awesome. As a lesbian, I'll allow it. Awesome. How long is this version at the moment? This one is 2 hours and 29 minutes, roughly. 2 hours, 28 minutes, and 54 seconds. But yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, I do like women. I have been called both the D slur and F slur in my life, in an oppressive manner, so, you know, I'm comfy. Black frame indicates at which point footage is lost. Intertitles have a different typeface, have been added to summarize the context of missing scenes. Okay. Yeah. So, it'll tell us, like, what we're missing. And I think, if I'm understanding right, the parts that tell us what the fuck people are saying is in English. Yeah, the full/restored version. So I've never seen this before. It was recommended to me when I was in college, and taking German. German 101. My teacher was like, oh, you like movies? You probably love this. And I was like, hell yeah, I love movies and sci-fi. And then I just never got around to it. Also, I never put the music back on. So this is going to be like a silent film. Hang on here. Oh no, I can't find my mouse cursor. Why? What the fuck? Yeah, even though it's long, it's not even close to the full version. I was looking, so fun fact, I was looking at, another movie before this for us to watch tonight, but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna want to do a 5-hour stream tonight, because I worked today. It's called Greed. I might do that for our, like, when I get back from my vacation, a little later this month. Like, I might do that, you know. I may... Epigram. The mediator between brain and hands must be the heart. Okay. Shit, what was I saying? Oh my god. Oh, yeah, I was gonna watch that one, but I think I'm gonna save that for a day when I'm like, yeah, I could do a 6-hour stream and not even feel it, you know? Here we go. Wow. Should I just turn on the sound for it? I feel like we're losing something by not doing it, because the score is kind of... Hang on. This one not have a... I can't remember. Hang on. Usually I just do this because I enjoy it, putting on a different music in the background because it's funny, but with this one I kind of do want to hear the actual score. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. Is this a good... Oh, hang on. Is this a good, audio level for both me and the film? Let me know. The score for it is like half the film. Yeah. I was gonna say, it was just funny when I did it for Haxon, I think. Yeah, I can turn it up a little more. How's that? Is that better? So, Kirk, and I guess, Princess Popstar, tell us a little bit about this movie. Give us some background. Because all I really know is that Fritz Lang was not on the, what's the word? Like, he was not invited to those German ones barbecue. You know what I'm saying? They were like, no, you can't show his movies because he's a person with a shred of moral understanding. Hello, Mallory. Hello. The score is pure mania, kind of like how music in Silent Hill is necessary. Very true, very true. That makes perfect sense to me. Fritz Lang wasn't, but his wife was. How are you? Mallory, I'm doing good. We're just watching a fun little film here. I said about perhaps one of the most historically important films ever made, or so I've heard. Our favorite machine, model is clean. We're here to stay when she needs to blow off steam. She's super comical and her skills are optimal. Let's see, let me try a beat again, okay. Our favorite machine, model always clean. We're here to stay whenever she needs to blow off steam. She's super comical, her skills optimal, and she is greater than any man. This legend's name is Choo-Chan. I could work that into like a beat. I want to write some raps. Okay, so we're going into the factory. I'm assuming this is, let's see. I need to know about the person that made this movie, because I always thought that he was like the opposite of Leni Riefenstahl. But maybe I'm wrong? The Master of Darkness. Okay. Oh, dude, this guy had an eye patch. What a badass. From the Expressionist silent films of his first German creative period. Woman in the Moon. This was always meant to be a screenplay, but to release alongside the book, Fritz Lang's wife, Thea, wrote a novel version of it. I was wondering what you were talking about. You kept talking about, a book. You'll be my producer? You'll give me beats? Honestly, like, straight up, I've been wanting to make a rap album forever. Which I know sounds kind of crazy, but, like, a friend of mine made some really sick beats for me. I can send you, like, what I use as inspiration. As deep as lay the worker city below the earth. Ooh, oh. Okay. We're doing the underground society of, slave class thing. That's my favorite trope in sci-fi, actually. Check this out. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats. Yeah, I know that trick. I know that trick, baby. It was just made alongside the movie. Oh, okay. But it was pretty good. It was like, people enjoyed it. Was it also called Metropolis, or did they call it something else? Lapsed Catholic, builder. Oh. Okay. Neat. Also, who was it? Didn't Francis Ford Coppola make a movie called Metropolis? Is it even remotely related to this one? Like, is it meant to be a remake? Because I heard it sucked actual donkey cock. Oh my god, the costumes! Look at this shit. Wow. Ooh, pick me! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's not related also. Oh, it's called Megalopolis. You're right, I'm crazy. Oh my god. How embarrassing. Thought about it later. He studied painting in Paris. Oh. Oh my god. Actress named... Hell yeah. Make it pretty! Make her so pretty! She was already pretty. All women are queens. All women are queens. Also, even though I am an H.G. Wells fan, he actually hated this movie for not explaining things well enough. See, I think that when it comes to sci-fi and, fantasy, you can explain, like, some people really love the super descriptive details, but I also think that sometimes in an effort to explain things in your world, you can over-explain it and perhaps reveal plot holes where none needed to exist, you know? Like, or you draw attention to something awkward that only some people would have noticed, but now everybody is staring at the elephant in the room, you know what I mean? So you'll be like, oh no, people will wonder if she lived with her father, why she lives with her mother now, and da-da-da, and I'm just kind of like, and so they, like, give some big, weird explanation or whatever that's kind of immersion breaking. That's a bad example, but, like, we talked about this a lot in my, there was a guy that brought it up on someone's story in, I did, like, creative fiction workshops in college, and yeah, like, that is something that I've noticed as well. Okay, Expressionist Films. I'm still trying to find his, like... Oh. Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. It looks like Goebbels, who was the Minister of Propaganda in the regime, called him and was like, we're banning your movie, but, like, you're so talented. You want to make movies for us? And he was like, you can Lenny Ryan stuff it, man. And he, I guess, sold all his wife's jewelry and ran away to Paris, like, literally that night, because by the time that meeting was over, all the banks had closed. He was like, fuck this, I'm going to Paris. And then they kicked him out of Paris, because they were like, you're a foreign alien, you bad. So they sent him to Austria. Anyway, sadly I need a dip to decompress after my own stream, but have a good time sharing this experience with everyone. And my own fun fact to leave you with, Osamu Tezuka has based his own version of Metropolis, has his own version of Metropolis based off a single image he saw. It's a very different, but the movie is artistically stunning. Now I away. Well, thank you for sharing. I hope we see you again soon. You go take care of yourself. I love Tezuka, so I may have to look at that one. I went to the Tezuka Museum when I went to, Takarazuka, and that was pretty fun. And also, feel free to ask what things mean, because, yeah, not everything makes sense if you just watch the movie. Fritz wasn't the best guy, but he was based. Yeah, so, like, what was wrong with Fritz? What bad stuff did he do? Also, I'm sure I'll be yapping a lot and be like, wait, what the fuck is going on? So, yeah, I'm glad you're here, Kirk. This will be very helpful. Oh my god, kiss him already. Kiss him already, ya jerk! Oh shit, that's my Gaia. That's not what I want to be on right now. Why did you do that? Why do? Hang on. What have I done? Oh, okay, there we go. There we go! It's back! Don't worry! Mainly stuff with disregarding safety in his films. Yeah. Do not capture cursor. Fantastic. Okay, you guys aren't seeing my... Oh. I gotta hide that over here too. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. And then if I do this... And then this... It's fine. Okay. Perfect! TikTok Choo-Chan is only... No! Kanye, don't say that! Don't say that! They're gonna think you're telling the truth and I'm gonna get kicked again! To be fair, it was the 20s when movies actually had body count sometimes. I know, right? Like The Wizard of Oz? Oh, that shit was crazy. That shit was wild! Ugh. Whoa. Yeah, okay, so I'm already lost. What have we done so far? Hang on. 10 minutes. Does not comply. Harassment and bullying of who? Of who? Who am I bullying? Okay, so now, my feed is restricted for like 10 minutes for harassment and bullying. I didn't even mention that one country this time. What's going on, man? What does it mean that my stream is limited because of harassment and bullying? It, like, doesn't give you any... Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. It's a lot to actually explain so far, to be honest. So what I've caught is there's underground, slave labor, basically, in this place. And, and nobody cares, right? They're not unionized, so they're being taken advantage of. And, Moloch! There's the god Moloch, of course, of the underworld from Babylonian times, as we would expect him to be in a futuristic Metropolis. What the fuck? Oh, are we like dead-ass sacrificing? Okay, What the hell? This is wild. This is actually wild. This is a hallucination? Oh, okay, from this guy, I'm guessing. Like, he saw the accident, and now he's seeing, like, this, enemy of God, this biblical enemy of God, eating people? Am I understanding this? The set is beautiful, though. The set is absolutely popping off. I love old movie sets. I really do. Wow. They used asbestos for the poppy field scene? Wait, I missed that earlier. That's crazy. That's crazy, but I believe it. Okay, is my reach still limited? Or did you start showing me to people again, friendo? It never tells me anything. It's supposed to symbolize how the workers are sacrificed to the machine, like how it was done to the old gods. Okay, yeah. So I'm already catching on. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. To the new Tower of Babel, to my father! The machine blew up before. Did they tell us that, or is that one of the parts that's lost? It was the smoky part. I think you were yapping. Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. That sounds very, lore accurate. Lore accurate Choo-Chan, for sure. Plug my phone into charge. 2 hours till full? Eat my entire dick. Hang on. Jesus. Okay, well, you enjoy that then, I guess. Yeah, this is very, like, visually, I am stunned. I am honestly stunned. Like, this was the 20s? Come on, man. Wild. Wild. Okay, so we're looking at stonks. You actually read The Great Gatsby a few days ago? Wait, why is that funny? Why is that funny? Is this guy also in The Great Gatsby? You know, he'd be good looking with a different haircut. Not this guy, the one that just came in the door, that had the vision. Cause it's a 20s now. Oh, okay, I'm up to speed now. I get it. But yeah, this guy would be hella cute if he just had a different haircut. Like, he's rocking that 1990s Leonardo DiCaprio look, and I don't know. It does not sparkle with me any longer. I have left that, I have left this behind. The main character is called Fredder, by the way. Think between Fred and Frederick. Fredder. That's such an interesting choice for, like, an old-timey, like, idea of what futuristic names will sound like. Kinda silly, but in a fun way. Oh my god! Fredder sounds better in German. Fredder? That's French. That's a French accent. I don't... How would you even pronounce that in German? Fredder? Fredar. They hit their D's harder, and their E's are more like A's. Why is it, Jehoshaphat, that I learn of the explosion from my son and not... I'm guessing you said, and not you. Yeah. Ow. Oh. Ow. Oh. You ever get, like, the worst ache in your ear? I gotta take off my headphones for a second. Oh, that hurts. Ooh. Ouchie. That didn't feel good at all. I hope it's not my TMJ acting up, because that shit hurts like a motherfucker. 31? You're one of the first train models to come out. No! I'm so old. But I am. I'm 31. I keep getting... my vertical stream keeps getting limited / shut down because it's like, TikTok requires you to be over 18 in order to stream. And I'm just like... Honey baby, my love. If you think that I am not 18... I don't know what to say. I don't even... I don't know what to say. Like that, I'm flattered, but also I'm very pissed because I spent all of my time before I was 18 wishing I was over 18, and I have spent too much of my time over 18 trying to convince people I am in fact over 18, and I'm sick of it. Anyway, Fredder, yeah, what the fuck were you even doing in there? When I look at the faces of people whose little children are my brothers, my sisters. Don't worry, Choo, we're all aging. Aging rocks. Are you getting on Uma tomorrow for the first anniversary? I'm on Uma every day, but I won't be streaming because I work, sadly. Sadly, I will not be streaming. I will be at work. And then, I'm actually gonna be offline, until, like the 18th. I might post some on social media and I'll still be around the Discord, but I'm gonna be busy with some back home things. And we are the brains of a city, and all of us in the city's light. Oh? So... God! Incredible. Incredible. I love that in black and white, it's harder to tell what's a painting, you know? Oh, God. This guy is going to hell, where he belongs. Oh yeah, here. So this is the stuff that was recovered from restoration. Oh Lord. Yeah, so I guess I'm trying to figure out, because some of these, it said they were restored from German film archives, like censorship archives, and I'm trying to figure out why some of these parts were censored. It's just dudes making faces. You know, what's so explicit about this? Oh. Oh, never mind. I see. People be crazy. Technically, all of the film is recovered because the whole thing was lost for the longest time. But yeah, the liney ones were the scenes found in Argentina. Oh, okay. And it was, I'm guessing, missing because those German ones didn't like it. Like, specifically those, not all German ones, just those German ones, you know? With an important message. He said, "Sup, twink." Was actually missing because they were quite bad at archiving film. So the same reason that there's like multiple lost episodes of Doctor Who, because the BBC was like, meh, throw it away. No one's gonna want to watch this 50 years from now for any reason. Interesting. Oh, I gotta ask my husband to bring me 2 things. He's head foreman. Okay. By Grot. And not by you. Man, he asks so much of this guy. Every time someone tells him... it's so messed up. Every time someone tells him something, he's like, hey! What the hell? Do your job! Son of a gun. Huh. Apply to the G-Bank for your remaining wages. What's the G-Bank? Okay, so he's fired. That's cool. Wow. They still hadn't quite figured out, like, acting yet, had they? Is he fired just because other people bring him news? That's so messed up! What on earth? Imagine if, like, someone came into your office and told you something and it wasn't your assistant, and you were just like, hey! You know, you were just like, my assistant is obviously slacking because I heard this from someone that is not them. That's so weird. That's so weird. The acting actually is supposed to be like that. But why? That was the style. I know, that's what I'm saying. In the 20s, they hadn't really figured out acting. Like, this is not, in my head, a believable display of emotion, with a lot of nuance. This is very melodramatized. Which isn't me saying, like, oh, they suck. I'm just saying, like, they hadn't figured out the naturalistic acting style. Let me put it that way. Like, obviously... Dude, obviously I know that it's not, like... this isn't a mistake. Like, obviously I know this movie had a director who intended it to come out this way. Like, come on, man. Don't be goofy. Don't be goofy. I'm not silly. I'm not that silly. I'm a little silly. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of, like, when I watch J-dramas, and their faces are like, oh, whoa! Like, they make the biggest faces and the most exaggerated movements when they're acting, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's not supposed to be naturalistic, it's like interpretive dance in a way. But I thought you said this was the style at the time. So that means that the style was not natural. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know. Joe Frederson. I think that saying it is or isn't supposed to be a given way, it's like, I'm not misunderstanding that acting was different back then, is what I'm saying. Like, I understand that there was a different acting. Obviously, there's going to be different needs from actors when they don't have the instrument of their voice to use, and obviously, we prefer a different type of acting today. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. My point is, like, obviously, whoever made this intended it to come out a certain way, is what I'm saying, you know? Like, I know that it's supposed to be a certain way. I'm just saying, like, this is a way that has not aged very, I don't want to say it hasn't aged well, but it's like, it is jarring how different it is from the acting we're used to today. And I'm not gonna pretend it's not just because it came out well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's still very different. That's German expressionism for you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's so different, and it's so unnatural, you know? It's a big difference, which it should be, because it came out nearly 100 years ago. Also, I missed what the fuck he just said. Hang on. Hang on! Boop, boop, boop. Okay. We're just backing up like a minute. Japanese! Hi! 私は、少し話せますよ。話せますよ。まだ上手じゃないです。日本語を話す上手じゃないです。まだ上手じゃないです。でも、毎日勉強します。I missed it again! What did he say? Someone tell me. Aren't trains retired after around 30 years? Yeah, but I'm also a train conductor, so I get to keep my job. Into the depths to be with my brothers? Wait, okay, so... interesting. Oh, yeah, so... this silly app keeps saying... that... my streams are limited/banned because it thinks that I am younger than I am. I am an adult woman. I am 31 years old. So I was like, it probably won't help. And the AI tool that monitors, like, streams probably, like, it can't even understand when I use the B word in a playful context. Like, it just bans me for harassment and bullying. Or, like, limits my reach. So I'm just kind of like, okay, it's definitely not smart enough to understand that I'm an adult, you know. So maybe if I put this text up on the screen, it'll be like, oh yes, that's an adult. Because I am an adult! I'm a freaking adult! Are you kidding? I'm such an adult! I'm an adult, I'm an adult, I'm an adult. Have I said it enough times yet? Shit. Okay, let's see if I've said it enough times or if they've muted me. No, we're still here. Okay, woo, woo! Good, good. Okay, so this kid... No! I am not! I am not a minor. I'm not. Yay, Choo is finally... Oh, Kirk, I didn't know you were in the, the Lumi server. Yeah, I gotta... Let me go. Let me go. Okay. The machine! Someone has to save the machine! So basically what's happening... Yeah, so this guy... is rich. He's daddy's little fella, but he feels solidarity with the working class. Because he somehow turned out good. Okay. I'm kind of getting it. And German Expressionism, it would seem. I want to trade lives with you. This is Barbie Princess and the Pauper! Let's go! Barbie Princess and the Pauper representation! Switching places -1. Da-da-da. Okay. Awesome. Wait for me, both of you. Okay, so, hang on. I'm gonna look up German Expressionism. I would say, basically these streams are Choo-Chan learns about film history. Prioritize. Oh. Jagged lines and harsh, unnatural colors. It reflected post-World War I anxiety, trauma, and societal critique. Oh, okay, so I have a feeling, hang on, without even, I'm not even gonna say it out loud so I can look it up first, boom. I knew it! Cabinet of Dr. Caligari was German Expressionism. Just reading, like, basically I just read the defining features of German Expressionism, and we still haven't watched, I haven't watched the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, but I've seen enough stills to know, like, that checks all the boxes. That checks every box, baby! Why is it not just asking the world why Germany has to pay $2 trillion for the war? Why is it not just asking the world? Huh? Oh, after the first one? I have no idea. We talk, you know, as a society, we talk so much about the second one that I don't know as much, nearly as much, about the first one. I know it was so brutal that they called it the war to end all wars, and then they were like, you know, on second thought, encore! Encore! Bellissimo! You know, like, what the fuck? What on earth? I thought everyone knew Caligari was Expressionism. Hey, not everyone knows all these fancy vintage terms. Like, honestly, if you didn't go to film school, no, you probably didn't know that. Yeah, exactly, like, I think history, if you know history, you might know that. Like, you'll know about World War I, and you'll know about German Expressionism, but if you're a normie, no, this is all exciting, an exciting new area of exploration. I never went to film school, but you know what I mean, like, if it's not your special interest, you probably don't know that. Because it's definitely not been mine until now. Now I've been, like, lately just like, I want to watch lots of silent films. So, when sharing this information, definitely treat it like, oh my goodness, Choo-Chan, and did you know this too? Like you're talking to a child who's learning shit for the first time. Metropolis is a street, but I'm an adult! I'm 31 years old, let's be very clear. Awesome. Armageddon! Oh my goodness. John Fredersen. My Jackson. Oh, well, the treaties were so supposedly terrible that it caused another one, and a lot of Middle East stuff now. Well, there's a lot of things that cause that stuff now, which I won't get into at the moment, because, again, Big Daddy, music note app is like, are you having a thought in here? Are you having a free thought in here instead of doing NPC, gift streams? Where you just beg people for money, and then when they give it to you, you make a silly face? Because that's the only kind of expression that's allowed on TikTok. You're not allowed to talk about serious things. Maybe, you know what? Maybe the person that they're, like the individual that I'm allegedly harassing is just the app itself, and it's like, stop saying mean stuff about us! Born for my happiness and mankind's blessing. Ah. His wife's name is Hell. That's badass. Oh. That's sort of true since they just want to serve ads. Yeah, they're just like... Ugh, it's so stupid. It's so stupid, man! It makes me so sad. Hell in German means bright, by the way. Oh, okay. I got you. I was gonna say, my familiarity with it... Oh, forget anything. The hell's a woman and you a man. Oh, my familiarity with the name comes from Norse mythology. Wait, so was he in love with his wife, too? That's weird. That's mad weird. Stop that! Stop doing that with your hand, you freak! What is he talking about? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, Norse is kinda German, like, the mythology they definitely have in common. Like, there are a lot of countries that take deep inspiration from Nordic folklore. All I'll say is Dr. Rotwang loved John's wife. Yeah, I mean, I saw the gestures. It seems like he did. You bet. You're right. You right. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What a little freak. Oh. Oh, okay, so this is... Okay. Okay. I always wondered where this image came from. Like, I knew it was from this movie, but I always wondered the context. Okay. Oh, and she's even got little titties, so we know she's a girl robot. That's awesome. Good for you. Mostly the names are just different. Same with Old English myth. I love, Welsh folklore. Like Blodeuwedd and all that. That shit's cool. It's cool as hell. It's cool as hell, baby. I love cheeseburger. Don't we all? Preaching the choir, brother. I had cheeseburger helper for dinner. So how long was this movie before they found the Argentinian footage? How long was Metropolis originally? Oh! No, it's pretty close to complete. Yeah, so it says that the full length 153 minutes. So this is the pretty much complete version. We're probably missing like minutes of footage, if any at all. Let's see. I mean, that's the ghost of his wife, so like, I don't know how I would feel about that. Oh, she's just standing there with her eyes closed, right? They just put metallic paint on her eyelids. That has to have messed up her eyes. Like, because I know that that makeup had, like, lead and stuff in it back then. Let's see, divided by 60. And then 0.55 times 60. Yeah, so this version is missing a total of 4 minutes. 4 minutes of footage, versus the complete cut. The woman is mine, the son of hell was yours. No! What? No! And now he's gonna die because he's silly. Because he's silly and he cares for the working man. What a loser! Just kidding, I love him. I love him. Lead builds character. It doesn't actually have a human mind in the robot yet, by the way. But yet. So how on earth is he... Where does he get off saying that this is the wife? Because it's clearly not. If it's not her body or her brain, like, what on earth? Fascinating. Fascinating. Because she kind of looks like her. She vaguely resembles her. Dr. Rotwang is a weird dude, man. Very much so. For months now, we have been finding these plans with in my workers' clothes. You go through your workers' clothes often? You have the occasion to do that often? Like, is he just sneaking in and doing their laundry? As are most German scientists, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. She has summoned us. Our mother. Our dummy mommy. Something like that, right? Good lord, man. Now, I forgot what the plans do. What do the plans do? These are just, like blueprint type plans or something else? That's what I missed, I think. That was the biggest thing I missed while yapping. You ever jork it, until 2 o'clock when you've been there since, like, fucking 3 o'clock the previous day, and then you just pass out from the exhaustion, and, like, it's kind of your life on the line and everyone else's, but you're so weak from jorking it that, like... Yeah, because it's been 10 hours, and you're just like, boy, I hate myself, I wish I weren't like this, but you can't help it. This is so insane! Okay, so there's a... It's more a map than plans. It'll say more in a bit. Okay. And the clock... So, if I'm understanding, someone has to be manning this clock thing at all times. And it's hard. Like, for 10 hours at a time. Do you ever play Blocks Fruits with your life on the line? What is Blocks? That sounds like a Roblox thing, right? I haven't played Roblox since the controversy struck because I don't want people to accuse me of things. Because, like, it feels like there's a witch hunt on. And I'm like, bro, I just want to play Dress to Impress in peace. What the hell? Feels like anything fun gets ruined by PDFs, you know? I just missed the explanation? Okay, cool. Oh, just now? I missed the explanation? Fuck me. Hang on. Okay. Okay, I'm locking in. I'm locking in. I can do this. I can pay attention for like 20 seconds. Ah, okay, cool. Sick. Mangoes of confusion and despair. Sure. Sure, buddy. Let's go with that. Oh, boy. We going to work, gentlemens. We're about to see why the workers go there. Okay, I should like to know. So would I, buddy, and I have a feeling we're about to find out. Okay, and this is the guy with the robot hand. Okay. I see. Oh my gosh, are we gonna end him down here? Will he be concluded in this cellar, perhaps? That would be kind of hype. Oh, I love the set. I love it so much. Ugh. Woohoo! Come on, boys.
Get 'em, boys.
Damn, didn't you know you thought it was so boring you're yawning, Choo-Chan? No, I'm just tired. I had a long day.
I'm just always an eepy boy.
Whoa. Hey, Choo. I'm just letting you know I'm going to continue to go through your VODs and get more clips from them. I'm in a clip-a-thon mood. Neo, thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. I was just thinking about this today. I made a couple because I was like, I need to send some over for editing so that I can, like, chill. Because I haven't put anything. I haven't put anything on my shorts feed in so long, and I feel so bad about it. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the girl from earlier is a priestess. And I'm guessing this is some kind of Church of the Revolution. That would be me. That's me in this universe. That's the kind of stuff I do. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna preach and make people righteously angry instead of just regular angry.
More like a prophet.
That's what prophets were. Prophets were preachers. Granted, they were preachers that were usually either A, making predictions, or B, delivering indictments of authority that they claimed were from God, but it's still a kind of preaching. Oh, the Tower of Babel? Okay, good. I know this one. I know this one. This will be so easy to follow. and let us build us a tower whose tops may reach unto the stars. Thank you, Cryptid. You're too kind, buddy. Great is the world and its creator, and great is man. Oh yeah, and then God was like, no, just me and my creation, but not you. And he was like, zap, now none of you can understand each other. Sucks to suck. No. She said, brother, may I have some oats? Oh. Okay. Oh, Lord. Again, the way they get across certain ideas without CG and whatnot is very, very cool. It's very, very cool. The dream of the brain that had conceived it. Oh. Good Lord. Neat. Choo, I'm doing a boss fight. Wish me luck. A boss fight in what? What are you playing? People spoke the same language but could not understand each other. So what's interesting is I'm pretty sure that's different from the actual story. It kind of interprets the Tower of Babel a bit weirdly to finish the message of the film at the end. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a little teeny bit different, because in the Bible, God was like, I don't like that they're doing this. So they were like, we're gonna make your your languages straight up different. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But yeah, so and I think it's honestly more true to life that, no, you died? I didn't wish you luck fast enough. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. Well, try again. Try again. I had 1 HP and got halfway through. No. That guy looks like Ryan Gosling. Too bad, Nom. Yeah, where is the mediator? Girlfriend? Literally right there. Okay, so this guy is gonna... Okay. That tracks. He will surely come. Okay, so she doesn't even know. He knows that the prophecy is about him. It's like, please let me be special. Oh boy. Oh boy. He's gonna, oh. Someone will die! I see where this is going. Yeah, the message of the film is kind of not what people would agree with today, per se. Interesting. Okay. Well, now I'm scared! But that's okay, I'm gonna stick it out. We got this. It's gonna be fine. That's exactly where I grab myself when a man says my name. Yeah, just like that. I just grab a couple handfuls and stare at him. That's more natural. That looks better. I'm like, man, even if it's supposed to be over the top expression, I don't know if I don't know if I see some of these hand motions the way they're meant to be interpreted. But that probably says more about me than it does the filmmaker, because I'm still thinking about that guy that was just like aggressively fongering the air earlier. You know what I'm saying? Ugh. She's blind, isn't she? Her eyes look so light. That makes me think she's blind. He says, "Yas, queen." I'm only judging him a little bit. Holy moly, a Metropolis! Hell yeah, Azaleus! I've been enjoying our public domain film nights, and I was like, you know, people have told me this is one of the most important movies ever made, and I need to see it, and I never have, so now I am. Give the machine man the likeness of that girl? Why, though? Uh-oh. You love German expressionism films. Okay, see, because I'm just learning what that is. I'm just now learning what that is. So was the man who laughs that we watched last time German expressionism? I shall destroy their belief in this woman. He's building the Antichrist! No! Don't build the Antichrist! You're so sexy! Don't do it! Oh my god. Oh my god! Like, honestly, his dad is kind of eating. He kind of looks like Colin Farrell will probably look in, like, 15 years. You will find the way back without me. I don't know, I wasn't there for the last movie. It's the same actor that stars in The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, if that helps. It's called The Man Who Laughs. And it did look a lot like it. If it's the 1928 one that was directed by a German expressionist filmmaker, I don't think that was part of the... Huh? Train robot Monica Riel, my hero! Hi! IRL Uma! Now you will lose the one remaining thing you have from hell. Uh-oh. If it's so important, why have I never heard of it in my life? 'Cause you're a normie, like me. I hadn't heard about this movie until I was in my junior year of college, which I arrived at about 2 years later than normal fresh out of high school college students. So yeah. I was like 24, I think, the first time I heard about this movie. Most people don't care about the past. I don't think that's necessarily true. I think it's just that the present is so in our face all the time. I'm film historianing out +2 for Metropolis. Yeah, share any fun facts or, like, commentary you have, because I've been learning so much from chat about this kind of thing. Okay, hang on. I gotta... Fortunately, if I pull this up to look something up real quick... Actually, it would be easier to... I don't know why my cursor keeps disappearing. That kind of pisses me off. The Man Who Laughs. 1928. Yeah, it says it's a silent German expressionist film by Paul Lenny, based on Victor Hugo's novel. I didn't know Victor Hugo wrote this novel. That explains so much, because the story on that one did feel very Victor Hugo coded. Like if you had said, this was written by a very famous author in like the, 1800s? I think like the early 1800s he wrote Hunchback. I could be super wrong on that, but my point is, if you told me a famous author originally wrote what inspired the screenplay, The Man Who Laughs, I would be like, oh, obviously it was Victor Hugo. I'm not an expert about old news myself, I just like learning things, and I've learned a lot of random shit. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's not necessarily because people don't care about the past. It's probably just they haven't come across this specific fact, because with every passing day, the past becomes a wider and wider wasteland, you know? Like, yesterday is the past, a year ago is the past. Like, me debuting is now the past. It's old news. And the news doesn't get any newer. You know what I mean? Well, no, I know he wrote The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's literally my favorite book. What I mean is, I don't know what year he wrote it. Like, yes, I do in fact know who wrote my favorite book. But I don't know the year of publication. All I know is he was paid by the word, and that makes for sometimes a little bit sloggy reading, but I appreciate his, wit and, like, his dark sense of humor, you know? I feel like Disney, people talk shit about Disney adaptations, but I feel like Disney did a pretty okay, sorry, misunderstood the question. No, it's okay. Sometimes I'm not very clear, and then I see something pop up in chat later, and I'm like, oh, god damn it, I don't even remember what I said. So I was like, wait. Anyway, you're okay. I don't know why I always sound like I'm coming off so hot, because I know I do. Like, it's not even a you thing. I'm just like this. But what was I saying? What the hell was I saying? Oh, I think that the Disney Hunchback of Notre Dame gave, like, what's it called? Like, they did it some justice. Like, I feel like the vibe was pretty good. Because it had those darker moments, and the theme overall was quite dark. But then you would have these striking, humorous moments among the everyday misery, and it's like, that's very Hugo. I love Hugo. It seems that Man Who Laughs was a Universal production. A lot of German Expressionist directors fled Germany at the time for obvious reasons and landed in America. Oh, okay. So, like, it's not technically German Expressionism because it's not technically a German film, but it was a German Expressionist director making a film with all the hallmarks of a German Expressionist film. Fuck it, that's too much semantics. I'm saying it is German Expressionism. So, yeah, it's like, we could talk semantics, but, like, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's a German Expressionist film. I got you. Fascinating. End of the prelude? Okay, so he's, like, kidnapping her? Interesmo. I think one can just use the duck test. If it walks like a duck, quacks... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes, enjoy the lurk! Enjoy the lurk! Oh, hell yeah. I love when there be nuns in a movie. There's something so uncomfortable about being in a church and not being dressed for church when everyone else is. This poor man. Ugh. Don't mind me, I'm just stretching my neck. The days spoken of in the apocalypse are nigh. Okay, so this is some of the stuff that we're missing. Wow. Here we go. Oh, the eyes are so unsettling. Oh. the doctor's problem is just that he didn't get to be with the with Joe Frederson or whatever, his wife, while she was alive. And now he hates him, I'm guessing? Because he didn't get to hit? It truly is a tale as old as time. Isn't that, like, what drives at least 80% of classical literature? Is like, yo, she didn't let him hit, and now he's fucking insane. Like, yep, sounds about right, sounds about right. Shawty didn't let me hit, so now I gotta destroy the world. Gotta burn it all down. Oh, look at those titties. Girl! Wow. It's weird that they would have statues to the sins in their church, because, like, I don't know, I always think of, like, if you have statues in a church or a place of worship, it should probably be of the person or thing you're worshiping. Merc Lurker, hello? Hello? Huh. Interesting. I get it, it's kind of embarrassing. Yeah. But yeah, I don't get it. Like, it feels wrong. It's like... No, it's different in Catholicism? Oh, because of, because it would be idolatry, right? I'll say, I'm not Catholic, I'm Episcopalian, so I wouldn't know. Tell us more. Tell us more. I'm interested. I like learning new things. I might even love it. Ooh, I like this track. Bippin' and boppin' all over the place. Right, but how? Tell me how it's different. I want to know things. I want to be smart. Choo-Chan wants to stop being stupid. Yeah, I should study Catholicism. That's like my 2 last regions that I haven't explored yet. I'm gonna read the Quran, and I need to meet some Catholics. Those are the 2 things, I think, that will make my spiritual journey feel complete. You weren't paying attention to the question? Oh, yeah, so I was like, why are there these statues in the Church of the Sins? It explicitly wouldn't be idolatry because the church itself isn't the thing that gets worshipped. No, like, I understand that, like, it's not idolatry, but I guess my question is, like, why are we, like, what is the purpose of having statues of the things and, like, virtues you're not supposed to embody being in the church? That seems weird to me. You know, it'd be like if instead of in my church having a big stained glass window overlooking the cathedral of Jesus praying, we were like, throw Satan up there! It'll be chill. It's art, Choo, and a reminder. Yes, but... Okay, hang on. Let me explain myself better, because I don't think I'm explaining myself well. I need to pause this, or I'm gonna get distracted. Okay. Yeah, it's all art. If you put stuff in a church, it's art. I'm not saying, why is it there, period. I'm saying, it's strange to me that we're putting unholy imagery in a church that isn't. Okay, you'd have to learn about the Catholic idea of memento mori, so remember you will die. Okay, I'm understanding now. Oh, I was mostly watching the... Well, yeah, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, they had the statues of the 7 deadly sins, and I'm like, why are they here? But memento mori, thank you. That, I am somewhat familiar with that concept. That makes sense. Mostly because of a series of unfortunate events. I grew up Catholic and never seen anything like that. Yeah, so that must be an artistic choice that's unique to the movie then. Because, yeah, it's But I guess, so kind of like, it's the same thing as having, like, a crucifix of Jesus dying. It's not a happy image, but it's a reminder that, like, Christ suffered and died for you, and you should remember that. I got you. Oh, Lord. Most of my family is Catholic? Most of my family is, evangelical Protestant, like, non-denominational, but also just, like, they have some beliefs. Oh, wait, what? They do? They have 7 deadly sins in Notre Dame. Okay, wow. As faithful to me, Jehoshaphat, how else will I be able to fulfill my destiny? Aww. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat! Kiss him! Kiss him! Kiss him. Kiss him. Kiss him! Do it, you pussy. I know you want to. Shit or get off the pot. Oh, he's getting off the pot. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna look up these pictures of the 7 deadly sin statues in the Notre Dame Cathedral. Alongside like 200 saints. I was gonna say, that makes sense. Sorry, Choo, but there is no men kissing in this 20s film, unlike others. If only. If only, if more men kissed in cinema prior to like 1990, the world would be a better place. And have it not be a joke, you know. Because I know in the 80s that men kissed, but it was always like, ew, wouldn't it be so icky if we were 2 men and we kissed? And I'm like, bro, if you want to do it, you can just do it. You don't have to like make a big thing about it. Damn. Anyway, okay, Notre Dame. Notre Dame. 7 deadly sins. I know there's a lot of saints. Notre Dame. Okay, I'm looking. Huh, that's the crypt. They got a saint of computers now? Okay, that's the next thing I'm Googling momentarily. OMG, happy birthday! Oh, it's not my birthday, but thank you! So, for those of you wondering why it says, Jesus Christ, TikTok, I am 31 years old! It's because they keep assuming that I am they keep assuming, my age, and they keep assuming it incorrectly. They keep assuming I am an age that makes this not consistent with the community guidelines, which is not true. So I was like, if I just put the words on the screen that I am in fact an adult person, maybe they'll stop, shutting my streams down. So we'll see what happens. So far, so good. So far, it seemed to have worked, but, you know. That one Filipino boy? Okay, wait. Now I gotta look that up, too. Saint of Computers. Patron saint of... Oh my god. How a 15-year-old gamer became the patron saint of the... What? Saint Carlo Acutis. The patron saint of the internet and the first millennial saint? What did he do? I'm gonna look that up later. Oh, he's blessed. So he's not, Computus. That's funny. St. Carlo Computus. So he's not actually a saint yet, but, he is blessed. So my understanding is that in the canonization process, there's like, they say like, oh, hey, this person should be a saint, and then like the bishops and Pope, the Pope? I think only the Pope can confirm saints, right? This is again where I'm like, I have marginal familiarity with Catholicism, so if I'm wrong on some of the details, feel free to correct me. But basically it's like, oh, wow. Oh, he was canonized. Okay. So the Pope canonizes the saint. And it starts with blessing them, right? And then it's just a matter of finding if they did miracles? You have to do a miracle of some sort to be a saint, right? And he made a website to document Eucharistic miracles. Okay, They have to do like 3? If praying in their name does miracles. Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. I was gonna say, like, because I'm Episcopalian, I'm allowed to, like, venerate saints. I think a lot of Protestant denominations were like, that's heresy! Oh my god. Catholicism bad! And I'm like, I don't know about that, because I think there is power in having holy allies other than just Jesus. Which isn't to say Jesus isn't enough, but it's like, it's heartening, you know? Like, the lives of the saints are dramatically different from each other because every human is dramatically different from every other human. And sometimes we need the story of someone who was fully mortal and only mortal to inspire us, you know? Like, if they can do it, so can you. Whereas with Jesus, it's kind of like, well, of course Jesus could do it. He was Jesus. Yes, he was fully human, but he was also fully divine at the same time. And so it's like, you need a little more juice there to get across the finish line, you know? They did away with personal works, I think. Ah, yeah. Man, screw you guys. You banned Christmas. It's to show that, yes, life is horrible and humans are sinful, but you must go on anyway. Yeah, that's so beautiful. It really is beautiful. I think that, honestly, like, Protestantism really, unfortunately, I think, did away with a lot of the beauty of church tradition without really giving us anything suitable to fill its place. So that kind of causes the gnawing emptiness, I think, that makes people commit very ego-driven acts and claim that they're holy acts, you know? Because they're wilding out because they got no mystery about it, you know? They've robbed the church of mystery, and so there's nothing to untangle, and so the mind becomes toxic and decides to do other things instead, you know? Oh, this is the mind transfer. Okay. They did this in Robin Hood at Takarazuka as well, it would seem. Oh my god. No! She's innocent! Don't touch her! Don't you touch her! Something that most Protestants hate is the... I know TikTok gives you, like, a character limit, so I know you're not done yet. Don't worry. I will wait! I'm very fascinated! I've heard that there's a whole backstory to Rotwang's house in the book. Apparently, it was a witch house before he moved in. Ooh. That gives it an extra layer of sinisterness. I kind of like that. That's fun. That's fun! In a sad way. I hate the idea that we must continue to love and live even if the world is cruel and full of suffering. I don't know if they hate that. I think that without the richness of tradition and without the reverence that the more Orthodox churches have for the past, it's really easy to not believe that. You know, it's really easy to, and that people die and that we must forgive our enemies. Yeah, they really don't like the enemies part. They hate the dying and they hate forgiving their enemies. That is true. But I think that as far as, like, needing to live in love and, you know, even if the world is cruel and full of suffering, usually it's just that they don't have anything to address that doubt and pain, and they leave the church. So yeah. And being Catholic means that we know that everyone will hate us? I don't hate Catholics! Aw! I was part partially raised by a Catholic woman. My best friend's mother was from the Philippines, so she was very, very, very Catholic, and her entire bedroom was just covered in pictures of the Blessed Mother. Like, it's crazy. 31? I am. I'm 31. The vertical stream site keeps not believing me that I am an adult, so I put it right on the screen. Because I am an adult woman, and I think I've said it enough times in this stream that it should be okay now, but like, you can't even joke on this site about stuff, because the only thing monitoring streams is like an AI scrubber, and like, I was told during this stream, because I reached out to my, my representative, for the site, and I was like, why does it say I was banned for 10 minutes for harassment and bullying? He's like, did you call someone the B word as a joke? And I was like, probably, and he was like, yeah, it just assumes. I'm like, oh my god, I can't have any fun! Makes me so angry. Onk status, yeah. I am. But people don't usually realize I'm onk until I tell them I'm onk, and I think that's probably good. I think that's probably good. That makes me feel better. Here it is. Here we go, boys. Start your engines. It's gonna get real weird in here. It was only legalized in 1879? What? What's happening? We're watching, Metropolis, and we are in the brain transfer scene. Okay, wait. When did... Because I know it was a big deal that Kennedy was a Catholic. He was our first Catholic president, and everyone was like, oh no, you can't be Catholic and be president. And it's kind of crazy considering how long the Catholic Church, like, absolutely dominated Christianity. Unless I'm mistaken, and it was actually Orthodoxy. Because, to be perfectly honest with you, in America, I think that there's a strong possibility we don't know the difference between Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy. I don't know. Yeah, so this human woman's brain is being put in this robot woman. Okay, John Plus. When did Catholicism, okay, become legal, I guess I need to say. It's weird to me that it wouldn't be legal when so many, Catholic missionaries were here during the colonization period. In the United States of America. Yeah, no, it says 1791 with the ratification of the First Amendment. Can you provide more detail? Because I'm interested in hearing more. Oh, wait. State level restrictions. Okay. So there definitely were, it was federally allowed, but at the state level, there were states that were violating the Bill of Rights. That sounds par of the course. Yeah, the Spanish missionaries, for sure, more in the South America and in Mexico, which is North America, everybody. And slavery is banned today. Yeah. Yes, correct. I'm confused. Like, I get that things change. I understand that. But yeah. So it must be that the last state in the United States made Catholicism not illegal anymore. Not to save her life, it's actually to quash the rebellion of the underclass, sadly. Same concept if something is allowed, but it's not really allowed. We don't like your kind round here. Yeah. Because as I'm looking at this article, it's like, oh, it was illegal in North Carolina until sometime in the 1800s. And I'm like, oh, North Carolina. That's like the northernmost tip of the Bible Belt. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, so Lumi, to catch you up, this man here pretended to be, an underground slave because he loved this woman, and it turns out that woman was a prophet, and she's trying to, like, get the people to keep heart in the darkest of times, and they say that a mediator is coming, and of course this boy, because he's a rich boy who snuck down and felt solidarity with the poor, he's like, I must be that Link. And so he's like, oh my god, I have to go, I have to go be with her. And then they found out, and so they took the girl away both to quash the rebellion and to teach his son a lesson. And the guy that took her away to make her become this robot woman was obsessed with this dude that's reading this. He was obsessed with his wife and meant for it to be his wife, but like in likeness. Kirk could explain this way better, I'm sure, but that's my understanding. I'm not doing so good about having it organized in my head. She says, come here, big boy. Charlie? 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 Oh, huh? Like Chaplin? Nani? Oh, no, not that Kirk. No, not that Kirk. No. I see what you mean. No, he's in the purple site chat. Workers, women. Oh, yeah, okay, so she's gonna go down there and she's gonna be like, Hope is gone. And, you should tell them so. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, and this is the guy. This is the rich son that's in love with the woman that this woman is made to look like. Yeah. And he's like, what the hell? Why are you with my dad? Okay. Film! The dancing on the tiptoes kills me. Oh. You'll actually see what the robot... Uh-oh. Are you saying what I think you're saying? Do I need to hide the stream for a minute? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. She gonna give him that sloppy toppy? I don't know if we should see that. It's the 20s. How could they allow this? Oh, he just fell with a fever. Okay. Oh, God. My neck needs stretching. Oh. Bye. Cool. But yeah, Catholic bands were always race-based, sadly. Okay, yeah. Irish, Mexican, Italians. I was gonna say, because I know that Irish Catholicism has always been a point of contention historically. I see. It's only dancing, let's say, Are we doing it right now? Here she come. Here come that girl. Are we gonna see her bobbly bits? Hang on. Preparing. Oh God, oh Christ, where is it? Where is it on my... Oh my God, I don't know where it's at. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Waiting. Not her bubbly wobbles! We're waiting. Oh, okay, they're covered. It's just a cabaret show. Egad! Not her nip-nops! No nip-nops, sadly. No nip-nops for us. Also, since St. Patrick's Day is coming up, did you know there was no Druid genocide? I did not. It's not too risque, but it does get trippy. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I trust me, so, like, I gave up, Schweed for Lent, and as a result, I've been just watching like a hawk for any feast days that are coming between, you know, now and Easter. It's been hard. It's been hard. I've only observed one feast day, and I don't partake on Sundays because I work. So literally, like, it's been once in the last month or so. Wow, this is crazy. Why? This isn't even hot. It's just weird. It's just weird. Oh, Irish historians say that conversion in Ireland was mostly based on teaching the feats of Christ and God, and the Irish, I'm assuming the next words are gonna be accepted that. Yeah, so I read this really interesting book once. I forgot what the actual title was. But the subtitle of the book was Why an Imagined Matriarchal Past Won't Give Us a Future. And it was about, for her, all 7 deadly sins. Oh yeah, baby. So yeah, basically, it was a book about, because I used to be, pagan. I used to be really into witchcraft and stuff. And in Wicca specifically, they really cling to the extremely flawed, quote-unquote scholarship of Margaret Murray. And... oh, why did I... okay. Anyway, it causes issues because it's like... We're spreading false history in order to make ourselves feel better about the fact that our religion isn't ancient. And it really doesn't help anything. In fact, I think it gives us... I say us, I'm not pagan anymore. But it definitely lent less legitimacy to the movement. And it became very hard, like, I'm like, I don't support this. This is weird, you know? It's a weird way of thinking. Like, we don't need this, you know what I mean? This scene ties into what the monk said before. Oh, yeah. I was saying, I saw the Bible page and everything. It was basically a repeat, so to speak, of that scene, except this time we actually got to see the monk. Furioso? Like Anya Taylor-Joy? Oh my god. Like Mad Max? Trademark? Also, Revelation goes so crazy. That's another problem with Protestantism that I do have. A little bone I have to pick. Not so much with Episcopalianism, because, like, they heavily stress, like, hey, yeah, God, Jesus, awesome, but also, like, common sense? Reason? You know, like we can believe things, we can interpret the Bible, we don't have to do mental gymnastics to make everything fit together, you know? Oh, wow. But what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. But, like, the Revelation of John, I don't like that Protestants all take that so literally and keep trying to predict, like, the apocalypse is coming, guys, I swear. You know. I was just wrong the last 10 times, even though it says in the book literally that no one knows. Like, I think I know, though. And I'm like, no, it's resistance literature. Stop making it weird. It's supposed to be the beast which comes... yeah, I know, I saw, because they showed us the picture of the beast that comes out of the sea, and then they showed us her. It was a very obvious parallel. In a good way. Like, the imagery was very beautiful. I was gonna say, I appreciate the check-in, though, to make sure I didn't yap through something important. There cannot be any official time for the apocalypse. It will just happen. That's the point. Well, I think, too, the point is, like, this... basically, like, the point was, this is what will happen during the apocalypse. Here's the imagery. You know. Oh, hang on. Oh. They're gonna kill each other. Okay, cool. Awesome. Amazing what a beautiful woman can do. What was I saying, though? Damn it. personally, I do believe the 2,000 years after death theory, but mostly because I don't want to be around. Past 2033? Are you telling me something concerning right now? Like, that's only 7 years away. And something tells me you're not, like, in your 90s, so... Or are you? Something to think about. Anyway, I don't believe that. Controversial take, but I actually don't believe that the revelation to John was ever meant to be interpreted as, like, the last statement for Apocalypse. Because apocalyptic literature was, like, super common in the ancient world. And they specifically chose, I think, the Revelation of John to be the canonized book of the Bible because it drew so heavily from Old Testament imagery. So it had, like, a rich tradition in, like, Messianic Judaism and stuff. And so, basically the book was meant to be a man's call to arms for people to take heart and not fall apart in the face of the disaster, because at the time, Nero and, like, Babylon, which was the loose term they used to refer to all of their enemies together, because just the Empire of Babylon was, like, so evil. It was him talking about that and saying, listen, these guys suck, but they will surely get theirs. Remember all this stuff that was said in the Old Testament, and also that Jesus came? Because the word apocalypse comes... That's not true, actually. That's, like, straight up not true. Look up, like, many biblical scholars, and they'll all tell you the same thing. Like, apocalypse literature was a genre. It wasn't necessarily in the Bible, but, like, it was a genre of literature. I know about this, I researched it. Well, I've researched it too, and I'm getting different answers, so let me see why. Because now I'm curious. Because I've heard like 50 different scholars say this at some point. Okay, apocalyptic literature is a genre of revelatory writing common in Jewish and early Christian traditions. Daniel, technically apocalyptic literature, that uses vivid symbolic energy to depict the end of the world, divine judgment, the ultimate triumph of God. It often features humans receiving visions from an angel. So, let's see. Scrolling. Apocalyptica. So there's lots of non-canonical books that this is a genre about. Yeah, exactly. Like, so, like I said, like, there's only two, I think, there's only two apocalyptic literature books that are canon in the Bible. That much is true. There's Daniel, which is the Old Testament, and there's Revelation. But there's a lot of non-canonical books that were part of the Jewish tradition for a long time that would be considered apocalyptic literature. So there's the 3 books of Enoch, the Apocalypse of Abraham, the Apocalypse of Adam, the Apocalypse of Moses, the Apocalypse of Cedroc, the Apocalypse of Zephaniah, the Apocalypse of Zerubbabel, blah, blah, blah. There's several more. But yeah, that's kind of the... They didn't call it a genre back then, you're right. They wouldn't recognize, like, the terms that we use today, but yeah, there's apocalypse literature all around, and usually, like, it does depict what they think will be the end of the world, but I feel like the Revelation of John specifically is very, what's the word? Like, it was very much intended to help a certain people in a certain place of time resist by setting their minds on the end of the world. I don't necessarily believe that we have to believe, like, oh yeah, this is literally a book about the end of the world. Okay, yeah, I'm autistic about it too, I get you. I took it a different direction with mine. I totally get it. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. No judgment whatsoever. But that's also my thing where I'm like, oh, this is my special interest. I forget there are other people with that special interest who might know a thing or two, and, like, I think that when 2 people with the same, 2 neurospicy, term I hate, only mine. Oh, Lord. Hang on. She looks so crazy. I have to pause this for a second because I want to make sure we're clear on this real quick. Yeah, no, basically what I'm saying is I forget there are other people that will have the same special interest, and that oftentimes, like, I found when I run into someone who has the same special interest as me, I tend to get combative, and then I'm like, well, no, because I'm right, or I'm wrong, or whatever. Yeah, you were talking about how Apocalypse and modern reference comes from Revelations, and yeah, I was talking about, like, the greater historical context. Totally. I see what you... Yeah, we're all good, brother. We're all good. But yeah, I guess it's a controversial take, but I just personally don't really believe in Revelations being, like, a literal description of the apocalypse. I think it's a lot of symbolism. I think we're gonna be okay. I think things will still suck, like... But I think we'll be... I don't know how to put it. You know, I'm like, disease, war, and pestilence, but, oh my god, wait, okay. Sorry, I'm locking in because, oh my god. She's riling them up. She was supposed to go down there and do something else, I thought. I thought she was supposed to turn them away from violence. Oh my god, what's happening? I talked too much. I talked too much, and now I'm confused. Wait. Oh, wow. Queen shit! Whoa, okay. Okay, hang on. I know I can catch myself up in like 2 seconds. 1 sec. Yeah, you are not Maria, we know that. I would say I'm always confused. Okay. Well, the Industrious, Maps, Secret Inventor. Not killing. Oh! Okay, so it's trying to discredit her. And we knew that, we knew that the Rotwang was out for violence and shit. Delirium, intercut. Reaches to the workers. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah. I didn't miss much then. Just from looking at the synopsis quickly, I think I understand what's going on here, yeah. Because, I don't know, I'm fucked up. I'm like, hell yeah, girl! Rise up! But also, like, maybe that's not good. His triumph over Frederson. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Maria is free. Yay! Yeah, I was gonna say, that's sad. It's sad that we don't get this part. But also, I don't like that guy, so if he has less screen time, by all means. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm like, I thought he was wearing white. Who is this? It is him. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, and here's more from that Argentinian footage that's all kind of messed up. Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to read this book, actually. Wowie zowie. I love this actress, though. Like, the work she's doing with her eyes is actually incredible. This kind of sinister squint she has, I'm like, damn, she's serving. Every frame of this film, she is serving. And she's beautiful, too. Who is she? Damn, who is she? Because actors back in the day used to make way more movies because there were, like, not labor laws and shit. Plot. Cast. Here we go. Bridget Helm. This sounds familiar. Oh, I love her. Mommy. Mommy is serving. She's only 17 years old? In this? Wow. Dang, I would not have guessed that. The main actress for Maria was also the one who was in the robot suit itself. It was hell inside, apparently. Yeah, there's like a, there's a screenshot in here of her dressed as the machine, and they have like this blow dryer aimed at her, and she's drinking out of a straw, and she just looks so uncomfortable and done. Wow. I might want to watch another one of her films. I really like her. Wow. Yacht of the Seven Sins? Boy, no one makes a film like old-ass Germans, huh? It's pretty cool. Oh, okay, so the robot lady, the double, is named Futura. I did miss that. Okay, so she does have her own name. No one man or woman remain behind. Yo. Equal rights in the revolution, y'all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is honestly incredible. I'd say they don't make them like this anymore, but like, obviously, technology is so different now. This is really cool, though. I would love to make a movie, like, one thing I've always wanted to do, because I really love the vibe of old movies. I love the, you know, the dramatic stage-like quality of them. I mean, I talked about, like, you know, the style of acting is more naturalistic today. But I think I would still enjoy, like, making a movie methodology-wise that, like, or I guess staging-wise. Staging-wise, that looks like an old movie and is made with, like, low tech. I've always wanted to do something like that. Oh, but I know it would be such a pain. And also, I take on too many side projects and then end up abandoning, like, 90% of them. Ugh. My goodness. Okay. Choo, just like me, for real, for real. For real, for real, for real. Ooh, guys, there's so many movies in my list, like, that I want us to do for these little silent film nights. They're fun. I like them. I like them. We're seeing all kinds of cool shit. I still want to see The Passion of Joan of Arc. Haven't seen that one yet. And I love Joan of Arc. That's my girl. I just realized it's only a matter of time until someone uses AI to remake the missing scenes of this movie. Shake my head. Honestly, I will, like, with as much gassing up as this movie gets in, like, the film critic sphere in general, in film schools and, like, in German classes, I can't believe that it hasn't already happened. Like, that's really crazy to me. It's public domain, so it'd be perfectly legal to do so, but, like, I don't know. It feels disrespectful to me. It feels weird and disrespectful, because, like, no matter what you do with AI, it will never be the original intention of the person who made it, you know? This is the first appearance of a video phone in film, I think, too. Oh! I was about to ask what you meant, but I think, like, it would have been considered... I thought you meant, like, they had a phone camera in this, and I'm like, Cap, you're fucking with me, but I understand what you mean now. Yeah, it's interesting how long ago we had that as an assumption about what the future would be like. I sometimes wonder what it would be like if someone from the 20s saw American tech today. Like, could their brains even handle it? The entire worker city will be flooded? Lordy, lordy. It's sci-fi too. I know. I'm saying, I'm like, it's just so interesting that it's that, like, that we've had that idea in sci-fi for so long. Yeah, serving, lady. She's serving. Damn it, now I'm gonna be one of those dudes that won't shut up about how awesome Metropolis is. Damn it, now everyone's gonna know I'm based. What the fuck? My lobster is way too buttery, guys. God damn it. Not again. I mean, most of the time, sci-fi influences actual science rather than the other way around. I think I've heard that before. I guess I just never realized how true that is. That's wild. Okay, German Expressionism playlist, because I think the majority of these films should be in the public domain. We're absolutely gonna watch Nosferatu sometime. Ooh, nope, don't review it. Yeah, add this to the chew slop list. Hey, I like this idea. Let's make it in real life. Yeah. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. It's like, it is a good idea, so why not? Also, I want to see the golem still. But I'm worried it's going to end up being not very tasteful toward a certain group of people, shall we say. I'm a little worried about that. So I gotta... I don't know, should I pre-screen some of these films? Or should we just watch them with the... Because we've seen what happens when I'm not explicit about my not supporting bigotry. Like, if I do not put that stuff forward hard up front, we get chaos. Yogurt. Hell yeah, bro. Yogurt indeed. You mean the golem? Not Gollum? Yeah, the golem. Yup. Yup. So many things. Ooh. I would say, part of why I'm fascinated by, just, like, why I've started looking at German Expressionism in general is because most of the old movies that I find myself interested in are horror movies. And a lot of German expressionism seems to play with the horror genre, which is very... I don't know why that is, but it excites me. It's a new corner of the world for Choo to explore. Choo loves exploring new corners of the world. All the corners of the world. Choo wants to see everything this world has to offer. I'm using you as my extreme right-wing mascot? No! I'm not! I'm a good noodle! I'm a good noodle! Oh, man. They really don't make them like this anymore. Oh my goodness. Is the 31 years old thing because TikTok also keeps making you age verify a million times? Yes! Like, last time I streamed, it was multiple times during the stream that my stream went down because it was like, I don't think you're old enough to be here. And I'm just like, I literally am. I literally am. So I'm like, I'm gonna put it big, bold text. And then if the AI comes by and is like, you're not old enough, I'll be like, fuck you, yes I am. I am an adult woman. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, honestly, after the third time for that stream, I was like, I guess, like, I'm not gonna try again. And if I don't make my minutes this month, I don't make my minutes this month. Whatever. Screw you people. Like, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It makes me angry. But, I'm also live on the purple site. So, if for some reason the feed goes down vertically, you can still find me over there because they never take me down for anything. And I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. I have tested the boundaries on that one. I love how TikTok's like, how do we make, how do we make people want to use our platform for streaming? And they're like, I know. What if we don't add any human oversight and just let an AI decide when people are being inappropriate? That'll make it work, right? Because, like, I swear to God, I'm like, no one even reported me. They just, like, saw in the text speech or whatever, like... Yeah, they're too base to ban me. What are your fathers, your mothers? What are they doing? This one looks like it's about a lesbian. Have you heard of Pandora's Box, Kirkwood? Is it about a lesbian? Dude, tell me why I've gotten flagged for bullying while talking about pineapple pizza being good. So I just asked my my representative for the TikTok agency I joined, like, hey, why is it telling me that I'm on a 10-minute cooldown for harassment and bullying? And apparently it doesn't understand nuance. So, like, for example, if I was like, haha, oh my god, I'm such a B-word, then it would be like, oh, you said the B-word, that's derogatory toward women, you must be doing a hate speech over there. And I'm like, no, no, are you kidding? Pandora's Box? If it's a movie, I don't know about it. I know about the Greek myth, dude. I was gonna say, I know the Greek myth, but this is in a German expressionist film list on Letterboxd. Because now I got curious and now I'm looking around. The Hands of Orlok. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. We're gonna add that to the Choo-Slop list. Oh, that's already on the Choo-Slop list. That's my right-wing mascot. No, it's not! No, it's not! Pandora? Yeah, the movie's called Pandora's Box. Me when the box is Pandora's? Yo. That's the realest shit I ever said. Maybe it's called Pandora's Box because the object of her affection is named Pandora. And she's a lesbian, and she's like, yo, I gotta get all up in Pandora's box, you know, thus the title. Because it talks about her being amoral. And I see in the screenshot that she's, like, dancing with a woman. I'm like, oh, maybe this is one of those lesbian pulp things, you know? Because you used to be able to portray gay people in cinema and, like, have them have happy lives as long as they, like, die at the end. As long as at the end it's like, actually, gay bad, you know? Like, it has to end that way or else they won't let you, There's, like, a whole thing about it. There's a whole thing about it. Anyway, she Pandora on my box until I miss. Paimon's not emergency food. High-pitched voice. That's actually insane. Wait. As far as at first, the city is flooding. Okay, so now we just have one more dramatic escape scene. Also, let's see. Let's see how this ends. I can tell we're moving into the final climax. Just like Pandora. Zing. Can I get a zing? Oh my god. Wow, I have to know everything! Bazinga. Zing. Yup, exactly. But yeah, oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying that, like, part of the reason I started getting drawn down this path into German expressionism is because, like, it's kind of when they started doing intentional horror themes in film, you know? Like, they're some of the earliest horror films that we have, and so I find that really, I don't know, beautiful, fascinating. I like horror movies. I'm gonna be real, I told myself for years I liked horror games. I think maybe I lied to myself. I think maybe I don't actually like most horror games. I like, at least I don't like, stealth games for sure. Like, those piss me off and scare me, and I'm too scared to play them. But I love horror movies. And so, it was really, when I started looking up some of these movies, and it's like, Nosferatu, and then, you know, The Man Who Laughs is technically a horror movie, even though it has a happy ending. And then there's all these other horror movies on the lists, and I'm like, oh, wow. Shiba Zinga on my German expressionism till I'm boxing Pandora, yo! I still feel bad that the first Frankenstein movie is still lost. It's lost? Is it? Oh my god, that was so high-pitched. Oh my god. Also, Falling, you've been here before. You've been here before. From, Himari, I think? Do you know Himari? Or was it Puns? But yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know if you've ever heard my real voice, but this is what I sound like, when I'm not chewing it up, you know what I mean? Puns, yeah, that was fun. That was a great time, and I have been playing Gaia Online every day since. It started giving me better bonuses, because it's like, you logged in at least 6 of the past 7 days. I'm like, damn, did I really? Apparently I did. Apparently I did. Wow, yeah, I know. Normal voice. You sound really similar to one of my old friends. Do I really? Huh. Who knows? Maybe I'm her. Maybe I'm her. Oh, we have a low gear Chew redeem, and I know how to work the timer now. Check this shit out. Ready? This is gonna be so easy. Timer, and all I have to do, wait, boom. The timer is running. I didn't have to do 15 different things. It's just going. Any chance you're into Pokemon and Splatoon? I am into Pokemon, but not Splatoon, sadly. And maybe you used to be on, yeah, no, I was on Amino, but I mostly used it to promote Joyride Entertainment stuff, as some experimental social media outreach we were doing. I know, sad day. I guess I'll just have to be your new friend instead. I guess I'll just have to be a new homie and not an old homie. I love how this is like the last scene of Titanic right now. But in a building. Who's my favorite Pokemon? Yeah! Okay, so my favorite Pokemon of like all of them is Ampharos. But I also really love Ribombee. I also really love Jirachi. Like, they're definitely in my top 10. Also, Slacking, which sounds weird next to all the others, but, like, I love Slacking. I love his slutty little pose, you know? He gives you the full Burt Reynolds. It's cute.
These are goated picks! Yeah! Well, so, like, when I'm ready for your top 3, please tell me. And I'll tell you about my first VGC team I made when we weren't, like, the very first wave, right? I did a little gimmick team, which was based on a Grafii slacking core. So basically, like, I would use, like, Trace, I think it was? I would use Trace to fix Slacking's, slacker ability, and then I would, just drain punch everything to death, basically. And it was awesome! It was one of my favorite strats. Okay, your top 3. Chestnut, Quilladin, Chespin. So you are a hardcore, Chespin head. You are a loyalist. Also, it was Ghost Terra. It was Ghost Terra slacking. So, basically, like, I would use it because all the meta picks at the time were weak to fighting, and then I would go Ghost and they couldn't even touch me. How's the Alaskan Desperation? Where is my son? I have an $80 Chestnut V rug? 15195 rug? Why are they grooving? Why are they getting down? I completely missed it. Are we is that just how they're expressing that there's chaos down here without people actually trampling each other to death in real life? Oh my god. He was like, wait. Are they gonna... It's so beautiful. How intense. It's like, don't be stupid. Where are your children? Give them to me. I want them. They're mine now. This film is interesting. For real. Yeah, it's called Metropolis. The shafts are completely flooded. Oh my god. But yeah, everyone really loves this one. Like, well, I guess I'm not in low gear mode anymore. Without them, you'll all die. Okay. Oh, the children are with my Drifloon. They're okay. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. Well, they're good. We respect Mr. Grout around here? Do we? Oh, okay. I don't know. It's weird that he's like, hey, protect the status quo! Don't you like being enslaved? Like, that's a little weird. But yeah, she do be crazy. It's like, maybe I need to stop reading a bunch of morality into this and just let it be a movie. Maybe that's a better plan. Maybe I just let it, but, I mean, that sounds so wrong, actually. Mr. Grot, yeah. They do have names. There's Maria / Futura. When she's evil like this, she's Futura. But when she's the good version of her, she's Maria. Okay, let's see. I told you people wouldn't like the message of the movie. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit... Like, for example, cows are domesticated. And, oh my god. Oh boy. Yeah, so like cows are domesticated, and so people will use that as a reason for like why it would be unethical to stop eating meat, because then the cows would stop having a purpose, you know? Because, yeah, cows are domesticated. Like, we've bred them in a certain way for our domestic purposes, in a way that is not natural to the animal they were in the wild before we brought them into society and, like, made them a part of our regular diet. Yeah, that's what I mean by domesticated. Not, oh my god, my pet cow is in the other room. Yeah. But people make an argument that, like, oh, well, cows are domesticated, and, if we stopped eating them, then they wouldn't have a point, so we have to keep eating cows. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this movie, where it's like, well, you guys are workers, and so if you stop working, that means that you'll just die and no one will need you. And I'm like, that's a weird takeaway. That's a weird argument, but I should let them cook. I should let them cook. I'm gonna keep letting them cook before I pass judgment. No, I only get my dairy products from wild yaks.
Good for you. Much more ethical, truly. Human. Huh. Happened to me once. I love cow meat. I'm sorry, their intestines when cooked just right are very yummy. Oh, I like, I've never tried the intestines, but I really like lengua, the tongue. There's this excellent, we have like a lot of Mexican immigrants in Idaho. I don't live there anymore, but like, that's one thing I remember about growing up there. And there was this awesome Mexican restaurant in the town I grew up that had this smothered lengua burrito, and I would always order it with the green salsa. Oh God, so yummy, so yummy. I went to that restaurant before my senior prom. I loved it so much. It wasn't a fancy place, it was just the food I liked the best. And everyone was like, sure, Choo, we can go there. Lengua is my favorite for my tacos. I know, they don't have it here where I'm at now, because I'm in Michigan, and like, most of the historical immigrant population has been like German and Polish, so it's all the white people food my parents already made. Not that it's not really high quality, like, admittedly, it's more culturally authentic than what I probably ate out west, but oh my gosh, like, I miss Mexican food, bro, like, good Mexican food. If I go into a Mexican food place and they don't have lengua on the menu, I'm like, bro, I'm walking out, you know? Like, how dare you call yourself a Mexican place? I can see that all your chefs are white and there's not a single weird meat on this menu. Like, at best, that's Spanish, you know? Or maybe Tex-Mex, I guess. Yeah, I gotta come to Florida? Oh, man. I don't know. I've been to Florida once to go to Disney World, and I mean, I know Disney World is not Florida. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that, like, it is Florida weather, though. It may not represent all of Florida, but I think I got a good taste of Florida weather. I went there in October, and it was insane. My favorite cow meat cut has got to be... What is matambre? Yeah, I don't know. Like heart and liver, you say, Kirkwood. Yeah. Wait, what day? I went, oh, it was several years ago. It was right before Halloween, so it would have been like the 24th through like the 28th, I think I was there. And that was like 3 or 4 years ago, I want to say. I think like 4 years ago. 5 years ago. Wow, that was 5 years ago now. I never got to go to Disney as a kid. So, I went for the first time ever in my late 20s. And I have no regrets. That was awesome. It was very fun. Let her go! Oh, wait. No, they're gonna kill this one. I was asking because I thought it would be funny if you went on my birthday. Oh! When's your birthday? Are you on the Libra side of October? Or are you so late that you're a Scorpio? Disney is fun for new people, but I highly recommend Universal. See, my husband grew up a Disney kid, and so he's always like, Universal isn't that big of a deal. It's all just projector rides or whatever. But I want to go. I want to see it. Take a guess? Oh, God. I suck at this game. I'm gonna say that it was... No, there are only 2 projector rides. Thank you. They just opened one in Japan. We didn't get to go while we were there, but, I wanted to. Like, we were walking around in... I think we were in Osaka at the time? Yeah, because we saw it by the Running Man. There was a Universal Park that opened up, and people were getting off the train from it, so it's real close to Osaka. And, we kept seeing people get off, and I'm just kind of like, oh man, they got the Mario World there, they got the Harry Potter stuff, they got everything at Universal Japan. So I would like to visit someday. And maybe Florida too, we'll see. He's a pretty huge theme park nerd, so I have a feeling I'll see a lot of theme parks in my life. I say that with love, too. I think that's actually a really cute, hella cool thing. But yeah, definitely fun for new people. I really enjoyed Epcot. I probably, you know what, no. Like, if I could have budgeted for my own trip to go at least once, I would have done it. I was very fortunate in that, like, my husband and I weren't even dating at the time. His parents were just like, hey, Courtney's bringing her boyfriend to our Disney World family vacation. Because they did it for, like, their, not honeymoon, their anniversary. It was like their several decades anniversary, and they were like, we want to go to Disney World with the kids, and the kids should bring their friends. So Courtney obviously brought, yeah, that's my sister-in-law's name. She brought her boyfriend at the time, and then my husband was like, can I bring 2 friends? And I was like, yeah, and, or they were like, yeah, and he was like, awesome. I want to bring Choo and our friend Cody, and, yeah, so we both went, and it was so much fun. So they, like, paid for the Airbnb, they paid for our food. Like, it was such an affordable trip. I just had to pay for my plane ticket and my, my park passes. So it was very, very fun. It was a great time, and it felt like a family vacation, because, like, my family didn't go on vacations unless it was, like, to visit other family. Like, we never went anywhere. We didn't go to, like, destinations. So it felt like getting a family vacation for the first time in my life, and it was so much fun. I'm still not used to being spoiled like that. They want to spoil us all the time, and I'm like, sometimes I feel bad because I'll be talking to him and I'll be like, don't they know, like, that we don't need this or that, or like, they don't have to do that, or, you know, why do they keep cooking for us or whatever? And I sound annoyed, and I'm like, it's not that I'm annoyed, it's that I'm confused. I've never been showed this much tender, like, generosity before. So it's still weird to me, and I'm like, I hope that doesn't come across as mean or aggressive, but I think sometimes I do sound annoyed when really I'm just baffled. Because I'm used to being told, like, you're a big girl, you can take care of yourself, so you better. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, when I was 13, I got sick, and I wanted my mom to take care of me, and she's like, you're 13, you can do it yourself, you're old enough. And, like, to be fair, like, I did ask a lot of my mom when I was younger. I have a good mom. Like, every parent does the best they can. This isn't a situation where I'm like, she was always doing shit like this. But it was like, yeah, she straight up was like, you're old enough to take care of yourself. Stop bothering me. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're probably right. But it hurt my feelings, and I never really got over it. And I'm like, oh. So, yeah, to have them, like, constantly be wanting to do nice stuff and, like, give us stuff. They buy us stuff when they go places, like, without us asking. They're just like, I saw this and thought you'd like it. And we come home with, like, a bunch of new clothes, or, water bottles, or food, and she makes decorations for my house for the seasons, and I'm just like, you're so nice! Like me, when my mom told me to stop crying when I broke my wrist 2 months ago. We didn't know it was broken, but it's all good now. And the robot was revealed. I did see that. They burned her at the stake, and all her flesh melted off. It was gross. But if I know anything about German Expressionism, which is next to nothing, but I've seen a couple of the movies now, I think this will have a happy ending, right? Because I didn't expect The Man Who Laughs to end happy, but it did. It really did. Oh shit, that straight up looks like the burning of the Reichstag. Okay, I see why they banned this. Oh my god. How do I feel about witnessing? It's violent. It's hard. It's hard watching my cousin burn. But she had it coming. I want to say, if you don't want to burn, don't be, that word that I'm apparently not allowed to say on the vertical stream. It's technically a happy ending. Yeah. Yeah, so my parents, they used to say that I exaggerated all the time, right? And so one day at school, I was playing soccer. Is Choo-Choo technically a robot? Yeah, I'm a conductroid. I'm a train conductor robot. Basically, like, I was a train for a long time, and then I invested my pay into getting this external body. So technically, like, the main frame lives in the train, but I'm kind of like an extension. I'm a extension of the train computer. In a humanoid form, you know? Say burn all the clankers except Choo. Fair, valid, valid. I know how we can be. I have to be one of the good ones. Yeah, see, the kids are safe, and that's awesome. Does that mean you're technically AI? I was gonna say, like, once I started getting going with some of this lore, I was like, oh no, what a politically contentious time to be a robot VTuber. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I was playing soccer once in like 4th grade, and I tripped over this kid and took a tumble and landed pretty hard on my wrist, right? And it really hurt. No, don't unfollow me! Don't unfollow me! I'm just intelligent! There's something artificial about it! I promise! But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I tripped over this kid, landed on my wrist pretty hard, and every time the wind blew, like, my coat sleeve would just lightly tap my wrist, and it felt so painful. So I was like, oh, dear God, you know, like, that's probably not good. So I'm 9 years old, I go home, I tell my parents what happened, and then it hurt really bad, and they're like, she's probably just exaggerating. Later that night, I was, like, skating around the floor in my socks. You know what you do. You slide around the hardwood floor on your socks, and it's fun until you fall on your ass, and you try to break your fall by putting your hands down, and the full weight of your body gets thrown down on your wrist, and it turns out you have a buckle fracture that they didn't take you to the hospital for like 4 days because they thought you were just quote-unquote overreacting. Yeah, man. Although I will say that never happened again because they were like, hey, remember that time that we acted like Choo was overreacting? And then it turned out she had actually broken her actual arm? Yeah, that's the thing too. Important context for the story. I am the oldest child. So, you know, like young parents, they see a kid crying like that, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's just a little scrape. Why are they crying so hard? And then they have a second one, and they remember, like, oh, right. This is the first time a child has experienced pain like that. Of course they're gonna act like that. They've never had pain like that before, you know? Okay, so we saved her, and the other guy is dead. And I assume the prophecy was either fulfilled while I was yapping or is about to be. Dude, I know we have so much in common. It's crazy, huh? So basically the message of this movie seems to be that society cannot function peacefully without all members fulfilling the social contract. Fulfilling their social duties according to the role they have been assigned in society, I think, is the message, right? Which is not a bad message. It's not, but how do I put it? I don't see much accountability being taken by power here. And that's the problem I have with the way this message is being put across. It's very shoes go on the feet and hats go on the head ideologically. The movie really. Yeah, and that's my whole thing is I'm like, I've seen like, it's kind of, not to bring it back to the Bible like I always fucking do, but it's kind of like the Bible, right? Like, there's expectations that are in writing for, people who serve, and there's also expectations in writing for leaders, but the thing is, if either of those groups is like, nah, I don't want to play by the rules, society won't be peaceful, and it's usually not those that serve that don't play by the rules. Usually it's power, you know? Ugh, I love the Bible. I do. I love it. It's awesome. It's fun. Oh yeah, head and hands want to join together. They don't have the heart to do it. Oh, mediators, show them the way to each other. It's not ideologically bad. I kind of like the message. I'm Christian, so it's nice to not hear someone... So, it's funny you say that, because this is a really recent development in my life. I left the church for 13 years. Damn it, you know! The Bible done by a kindergartner does not tie into the Bible! Yeah, but it does. But it always does. I can find a way. But yeah, 13 years of wandering. It's because I went to a fundamentalist evangelical church when I was a kid, and that, I'm gonna go out on a limb and be like, yay! They did it! Oh my god! He mediated so good! So yeah, now I'm back and I'm Episcopalian. The end! For both Choo-Chan story and the movie. That was amazing. That was truly amazing, actually. I really loved that. Episcopalian. With an E at the front. Dashboard. There we go. Yeah, wow. Not bad at all. We did it, boys. Classism is over. We fixed classism. Bwah, 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 bwah. See, my big thing was, I'm like, I can't be a Christian if I can't find a Christianity that has the courage to be wrong, like, to be told that they're wrong about modern expressions of homosexuality. I won't get into that right now, because I get into it, like, every stream, I feel like, and, but one day I'm just gonna write a blog post to explain why I believe that, and then if anyone ever wants to have discourse in the chat about it, I can just be like, oh, here's a link that explains all my views, go check that out, and if you have any further questions, let me know. Yeah, I gotta write that up sometime, because I bring it up so often. But basically, like, the Episcopalians do ordain women and gay people and trans people, largely because, I'm not gonna get into it. I said I wouldn't get into it. I always get into this. I'm gonna backing it up. But yeah, I like that movie. Yeah, Kirk, that was really good. That was really, really good. I want to read the book now, honestly. Like, I'm always down to talk about the Bible. I should have, like, a Bible channel in my server, because I would love to talk about it, but I also don't want to clog it up for people who might be religious. I mean, a-religious, or, like, have religious trauma. Because, yeah. The only thing I'm gonna have to specify is that I'm also the type of Christian that is not, I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say this word on TikTok. That is not anti the religion that came before Christianity. I'm not that kind of Christian. So, and I have to say that because the last time I didn't say that explicitly enough, and we ended up with someone who very much was against people that followed the religion that came before Christianity. And they made a big scene, and yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, I don't think I'm allowed to say it out loud, because I had this conversation. The guy came into the chat on TikTok, and we were talking about stuff. And then I said some of these words, and yeah, TikTok was like, that's not allowed. We turned off your stream. I'm like, thanks, assholes. Like, whatever. But yeah, it's just crazy. So I have to be very explicit when I say, like, no prejudice or bigotry, is my intent, ever. I'll just say to you, looking into Quakerism, you'd be surprised how much of what you talk about that I think you'd vibe with. I'm gonna say, I've heard a little about Quakerism, especially the iconic public universal friend. Let's see, so Quakerism, I know that their services, they usually just sit around in a circle and chat. Like, it's like going to a coffee hour, but, like, it's like conversational prayer. It's so interesting. And I know they're radically equalist. Like, they believe in like, full equality of all peoples, and I think that's really beautiful. So I love that about them. And Episcopalianism, it's kind of like, one, it's easier, well, is it easier to find than a Quaker church? Because I am out east now. I could probably find a Quaker church if I wanted. But I also really like the Episcopalian church, because going to church as a kid, we didn't have any of, like, the ritual. So, like, there were no grand cathedrals, there was no, collective prayer, there were no hymns. Like, you sang, but it was always, like, that kind of rock-esque worship music. No books, you know, like, so, and as nice as that can be, I kind of like the ritualistic nature of the Episcopal Church. It kind of, having come out of paganism, like, because I spent 13 years looking at other religions, having different religious experiences from religions all around the world, and having come out of paganism, one thing that still stuck with me is the power that ritual has in helping you change your life. because it draws the mind to like an inward, almost mystical place, a level at which change happens. Like it turns your attention almost to your subconscious, and I think that's beautiful and effective. And yeah, I just really like it. So I've been enjoying it, but I also do kind of want to sit in on a Quaker service sometime. And maybe also like I do want to check out a synagogue just to meet like people. I want to meet real life Jewish people. Because my exposure has mainly been through like podcasts and stuff, like listening to their scholars, but I've never actually gotten to speak with a person who has that as their faith identity, you know? I've never seen or heard of a Quaker church and only have Jewish and non-denominational churches along with Jehovah's Witness. Are you farther out west? Because that was kind of what it was like in Idaho, plus we had Mormons because Utah was right there. I found there's a lot of things I like about them, and I'm a-religious myself. I was gonna say, I think that we play. Oh yeah, you said you're in Florida, derp. Yeah, I like no interaction. I have like no interaction with religion. Yeah, and I think that's okay. I think our generation has much more open and like critical thinking oriented approaches to religion. So I think that like some of us we've been really hurt by religion, right? So we're really skeptical of it. But I think that because that experience has been so overarching in the millennial and Gen Z generations, I think that it's kind of led those of us that do feel like they want to have a religion to be so much more kind and like inclusive and understanding and like patient, you know? And we can have relationships with people who are not religious and just be like, that's chill. That's chill. It's like, do we like the idea of sharing faith with everyone? Do we think that would be super cool? Yeah. But there's nothing I can say that can convince a person who doesn't want that for themselves. You gotta use your life as the way you witness to people. And if they're like, yo, Choo, I think that you are this bright and cheery because you're a Christian. Can you help me with that? I'd be like, hell yeah. Or they'll be like, hey, Choo, I'm so glad that your faith works for you. I don't really need that in my life. And I'll be like, yeah, totally. No worries. It's what's going on in my life, so it will come up from time to time, but I just want everyone to know, like, I'm never actually actively trying to convert anyone. I don't think that evangelizing is effective to anyone except people that have left the church, and then it just preys on their fear remaining from that religious trauma. So I don't like public evangelizing. When I talk about church and the Bible, like usually I'm just like, I just want to tell you about what's the word? I'm like, I just want to tell you about what's going on in my life. There we go. It's more of like, I went and did the laundry, I went grocery shopping, and then I went to church. Yeah. Anyway, I'm saying the same words over and over again. You understand what I mean. Yeah, it's something we all have to go through. It's something we all have to make peace with. I honestly didn't understand what religion was until I was a teenager. It was just a thing. It just wasn't a thing with my family. Oh, it was very much a thing with my family. A boring thing. Because my dad wanted to go to this church with this pastor who, like, he would go through the most boring parts of the Old Testament. Like, the parts where they're building things. The parts with cubits and stuff, you know? And he would do lectures on that from the pulpit for, like, 2 hours. And meanwhile, I'm 8 years old, sitting there, trying to stay still as an 8-year-old with ADD. And everyone's acting like I'm just a bad kid, and God hasn't given me ears to hear, so I'm probably damned. But you gotta keep working on that difficult, willful child anyway. And I'm like, or just give me something at my grade level. Like, damn, come on, man. I'm a smarter than average kid, and I can't process this shit. Sucked. It sucked. So that's kind of how it manifests in my life, is like, now when I have doubts or questions about anything religious, and I'm like, I want to call myself a Christian, and then I have like a doubt or a point of discomfort with the Bible, I'm like, well, obviously I'm just wrong and bad, and God didn't pick me, so my interpretations of the Bible suck, and everyone else is way more correct than me. And it's like, I gotta get past that hump, because this is not something I should be doing for everyone else. This is something I should be doing for me, you know? Old Testament is always the hardest to understand when you're young. Yeah. Anyway, Metropolis. Good movie. Still need to read the book. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, get us back on track. So, Kirk, you enjoy old movies, I take it. You like these older films, yes? What should we watch next week? What should we watch next week, guys? And I'll try to bring it less back to the Bible. I'll try to keep it more contained to a channel in the server, I think. Because I always feel bad. I don't know how I keep getting here. Let's see here. I'm going to share my server. I'm going to share my screen real quick, and we can decide. Members? That should be a member. What? Maybe it's... Oh, thank God. Okay. Black and white. Yeah, so it has to be in the public domain. I actually have a list. So let me show you what we have. That's not... There we go. Okay, you can see here. Don't mind that. I just gave Cats 5 stars for the meme. Not because I was deeply hurt that no one liked the movie I loved watching with my mom as a baby. Alright, Choo-Slop. I gotta remove this one because we already watched it. Oh, but I'm not logged into my letterboxd on here. So not this one because we watched that already, and not this one. But these are the other films on the list. So we have The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Got Hunchback, Phantom Carriage, Wings, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was the first film to ever win Best Film at the Oscars. I would say, I really want to watch The Passion of Joan of Arc. How long is that one even? 81 minutes? We could even do a twofer if we did Joan of Arc. What else? What else? Yeah, I have a lot of movies on here. I've just been going through and looking at, like, lists of films in the public domain and reading all the descriptions. And I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of good. And I put it on this list specifically. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But yeah, what do you think, Kirk? You wanna watch St. Joan of Arc, or, I'd sadly have to dip if we watch another movie. I'm supposed to be editing. Oh, I was gonna say, we're not doing a two for tonight. I'm saying, like, next time. The Golem would actually be a good one. You know what? Yeah, I want to do the Golem, too. And I think that one's short, so we could do... Because it won't be until I get back. So we could do a twofer with Golem and Joan of Arc. Next time around. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, guys. Double feature next time for the watch-along stream. It's been super fun. I know that these streams don't always have the best, like, retention on Twitch or TikTok or whatever, but I have fun and I meet lots of awesome, cool people while we're at it. So that's kind of my jam. That's kind of what I want to do. So I will see you guys very, very soon. I'm gonna be taking a break, like I said, from... I think the next stream I will be having will be a week from tomorrow. So on the 19th, I think Himari and I are gonna play some more, Supermarket together, and that's gonna be 10 a.m. Was it just me and Kirk the entire time? There are other people lurking, but you guys are the main chatters, yeah. I would say, I see my lurkers. Also, Lumi is here, you know. But yeah. Aw, man, I'll be busy on the 19th for MegaCon! Aw, man! That's okay, though. I was gonna say, we're not, that's not the day that we're gonna have the double feature, though. That's just me and Himari goofing around with Supermarket together. I will let you guys know when the next one is planned for. It'll probably be, like, a Friday. You're expecting me for Lethal Company this weekend? Baby girl, I'm gonna be out of town this weekend. I'm not gonna be around. Like, oh no, did I agree to something? Wait. Yeah, you probably asked me about the 14th. And if you did, I totally forgot that I am, not available until, the 19th. I'm so sorry. Oh, I fucked up. I must have fucked up. I must have forgot something. I didn't agree to anything. Oh, thank God. Oh, I'm already being a bad friend and we just became friends. This is terrible. But no, that's cool. Okay. Thank fuck. Oh, God. Deep breaths, Choo-Chan. Deep breaths. Oh, my goodness. I know. I let down Lumi after all the right-wing propaganda I allowed her to use my likeness on. Oh, my God. Okay. But yes, it was lovely to see you guys. Vertical viewers, this is where I leave you. But those of you that are on the purple site, stick around. We're gonna be going to do some business. We're gonna do the business on someone else's stream. We're gonna go find them. We're gonna go get them. We're gonna get them. All right. But I will see you guys late next week for the next stream. Okay? Choo choo.